Am I the only person who sees an angel number and begin to cringe? Maybe you are always feeling comforted by them, and honestly, many times they do help me in some way. But I think very often we gloss over the fact that the message that they bring isn't always comfortable, isn't always one that's gonna keep us in our comfort zone. Sometimes those messages are meant to trigger the mess out of you, to get you moving in another direction, or to be mindful of something you are secretly trying to ignore. Let's dive into the first group of angel numbers in this series of videos. Let's really talk about this. The first set of angel numbers is 222. Boy, have I been seeing those. Let me know if 222 is an angel number that always follows you around. Now, generally, they mean so much to me because it brings with it an element of comfort, of balance. It feels like a master number that just makes me feel cuddled and enveloped by God's love and God's attention. And that's all good and well. And then today, I saw 222. And I've been in a bit of a rut, if I am honest, because there are certain decisions that are kind of looming in my field. And you know, when you're pensive because you're trying to make sure that you are approaching the decision not from a place of frustration and the ego being irritated and maybe a little bit puffed up, but you want to make sure that you are approaching this decision, especially when the decisions are critical. And I have a sense that many of you right now are faced with some life-altering or what could be life-altering decisions. Because the truth is, a lot of the choices that you're about to make will impact and influence, I just heard, the next 5 to 10 years of your life. Honey, we can't afford to mess this up. But pause, rewind, not really mess it up. But what we're actually doing is choosing the path that we want to align with. And when we choose the path, we end up also choosing a timeline. And yes, before you feel some kind of way and get more irritated, scared, anxious about those choices you're about to make, just remember that at any given time, you can choose again. And yes, it may have added 2 years to your timeline. Yes, it may have added a whole next 30 days. But the truth is, had you not needed that extra time for your own personal growth, for your own sense of readiness, it wouldn't have been an option. So I want you to approach all the choices you're about to make, trusting that come what may, you will be okay. So hear me going into this 222 angel number message without meaning to. So today I was scrolling, and hopefully I can put the video here really quickly so you can see where I tend to get the angel number messages or meanings from. Now, ultimately, they can mean to me something that's not even stated online. And very often, if there is something that's online that I'm meant to see to add to my understanding of the message, then I'll be guided to go look it up. Otherwise, I see the number and I get the meaning straight away. And maybe that's the case for you. Let me know. Whenever you see an angel number, do you like rush to go look it up? Or are you like, yeah, I get it. You just know what you know as the message. let me know. So I go to look this number up because I mean the twos were off the chain. I had been seeing them for like maybe I would say a few days and wasn't kind of paying it any attention. Just like, okay, you know? And today I must have seen like about 8 or 7 of the twos back to back, like two, 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 two. And I'm like, okay. So I took a deep breath and I went to the online resource I normally use. And I'm gonna have it here. No, it's not a sponsored video. It's just that I always connect with the messages that are captured or conveyed here. So let me know what some of your favorite websites are to get your meanings. Do you like go to a specific website, or are you just like, I'll just take the first one that comes up? And so I go to this message and I'm seeing the usual things that I was already feeling in my spirit when the message came through. And then I saw this part and I want to read it to you. It says, Angel number 222 tells you that everything will turn out for the best in the long term. I rolled my eyes so hard because that was a huge trigger for me. I almost like threw my phone to the side and I had to take a deep breath because I'm like, God, do you realize that that is telling me that things are not going to seem okay right now, but they will be in the end? And that has been a little bit tricky for me because that message has been coming through for some time where the divine is like, all is well that ends well. And that's something that has been coming through on Patreon as well. We looked at that a lot last year and I'm like, why is this message still coming through like 1 year later? I just need to get to well. Like, why is all is well that ends well? Can it just be well now? And so I was really triggered by that. And I want you to tell me, like, really, are you always comforted by the messages, or do they make you mad sometimes because they poke at what you may be going through? And so, you know, maybe I'm not love and light enough because I have a sense that some of you, you judge yourself so harshly for being the authentic you in the moment. See, I have no time to water myself down because all that I am is all that's already known to the divine. And so there are times when I am totally game and I'm like, yes, I trust you. I have faith. I know that all is well. And then there are times when I'm like, look, I am tired. Like, can we just wrap this up because I'm ready to feel good again? And then there are other times when I'm like, okay, boo. We got to learn how to feel good in the midst of the mess. We have to learn how to navigate this storm like a boss. And that doesn't mean to be unfeeling. It just means that we want to be mindful of who we are, of what we have going on, and so much more importantly, of the divine frequency and divine support that we have in the unseen realm and that is within us. And so everything will turn out for the best in the long term. Do not put your energies into negativity. Be aware that all is being worked out by spirit for the highest good of all. And I really want to bring attention to that, especially for those of you who see 222 a lot. Because there is this sense that things are coming into balance. I remember there was a time when all I could focus on was my good. Like, I need this to work out in my favor. And it's not that there's anything wrong with that, but I've noticed that I'm so much more concerned with the highest good of all involved because I recognize that we're all connected and I want to win, and honey, I want you to win as well. So when you see these angel numbers, I really want you to think about what they may be challenging you to do. Oh, I just heard three things. So three things to think about. What they are kind of tapping you on the shoulder to make you aware of, maybe if there's a blind spot, because sometimes we're navigating challenges and we don't even realize that we're going through a tough time because we've gotten so used to things being tough, right? And sometimes we're so all in that we're almost feeling swallowed by everything, that we're just kind of going through the motion. And so just be mindful and open to what the message that the divine is giving to you is revealing to you. And then the next thing I'm hearing is be willing to look beyond what the words say. So like when I look at this where it says, do not put your energies into negativity, be aware that all is being worked out. I said, yeah. So whatever this situation is, the divine is like, I recognize that it does not feel good, that it may make you feel discouraged, that you may want to complain about what you're going through, about how uncomfortable this is, about the fact that you're tired of it all. And the divine is like, I get you. I feel like the divine frequency, my spirit team of light, my higher self, my guardians on earth and on the non-physical, it's like they're all saying, I get you. And I love that, because there is this movement that wants to tell you that you don't pay attention to anything negative. Like you almost create this dissonance in yourself by not acknowledging even the feelings that don't feel so good. And so there is this sense that the divine is like, I know these are coming up, but don't get so overly focused on how it's making you feel, how it's sucking the light and life out of you. It's like, just remember, I got you. I'm working it out. In fact, it's already worked out, but it's coming into the earth realm. It's unfolding how it needs to. And I feel like that's the big thing here, to be willing to look beyond the written text, to see the heart of the divine for you, and to see the maybe acceptance that the divine is asking you to have. And then I feel like the third thing here is big about your faith. I feel like whatever comes up, whether it feels good, whether it's triggering, whether it is feeling like it is poking the bear in our lives, now we get to activate our faith. So this is how we process the message, right? To see what the divine is saying, what the divine is revealing to us, to understand the heart of the divine for us by acknowledging what we're going through, and then to activate our faith, to be able to move forward, knowing that we are seen, knowing that we are not alone, knowing that there is support available to us, even as we navigate changes, choices, whatever is going on in our lives. So listen, meet me again soon for 555. Angel number 555. Don't even get me started when I get to that. I will talk to you again soon. Bye for now.